Hey folks, welcome to another Triple T Thursday. For those just joining us, that's Tools, Tips, and Talk, where we'll discuss info for the knife maker. In today's episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Dagger Challenge, which is ongoing right now, and show you the dagger that never was. So this is the dagger that I was going to submit for the challenge, and I'll show you why I didn't. I'm also going to go over just showing you some things that I'm doing for Journeyman, and also what I'm building for Blade Show. Let's take a look. Okay, we're going to start talking about the Dagger Challenge. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link up here to my video for the Dagger Challenge. This is basically a challenge between 19 YouTube channels to build the best dagger. So it released Friday, it will be judged, and you guys get to vote on the best dagger, and the challenge will complete on the 29th. There's also a viewer portion where the makers are voting on the best viewer dagger. Okay, so let's talk about the dagger that never was. So a while ago, I had the idea to do this, and I was just waiting for the right time. As many of you know, I do a lot of copper constructions. Some of my most famous videos are of copper layered construction. And I've had many people ask me, could you do it with gold? So I went and purchased some gold to do a layered construction. And if you're not familiar with the price of gold right now, it is very, very high. So I did not choose to use 24 karat gold. I used the lowest amount of gold, 10 karat gold. Even that, enough 10 karat gold to make this dagger in a layered construction was $2,000. Yes, folks, $2,000 US worth of gold in this dagger. The problem with 10 karat gold that I didn't realize, and it surprised me, is it has the lowest melting point. It's about 1650. 24 karat gold has a melting temperature of about 1980. It's almost the same as copper. So when I got the 10 karat gold, I kind of panicked, and what am I going to do with this? So I ended up trying it anyway, and I actually did the construction and the forging by putting this in my oven, heating it up to 1600 or I think 1625, and then trying to forge it together. I thought I had it done. I actually had the billet all forged out, and there's actually two really complicated kinds of Damascus as the core and the cladding. And then when I took it to the surface grinder, I ran it over the surface grinder like 2 times, and it split all the way down the gold. So at that point, I was obviously really mad and was going to give up on it. But then I decided, okay, I'll just weld it together, weld the edges, and then I'll crank it up to 1700, melt the gold, and try to put it together. The problem is that if you see it here, there are little kind of delaminations where when it popped open and was welded back together, it just didn't quite seal. So you can see there, this side is not so bad. There's a couple little things here, but this side, the gold actually under this little piece, there's an actual delamination here. You can see it's popped up a bit. So this just was not the quality I wanted for the Dagger Challenge. The worst part is I'm a dumbass and I accidentally deleted all the footage. So I was going to do a video on the solid gold dagger, but I couldn't because I don't have any footage. So I figured I would at least take you guys through this. I'm really tempted to get some 24 karat gold and try this again, but that's going to cost me about $5,000, and that's a little prohibitive. Anyway, so there's the dagger that never was, folks. I will be bringing this to Blade, so if you're at Blade Show, come by. So talking about Blade Show, obviously that's where I'm doing my Journeyman Test. And I got a couple of knives that you haven't seen that I'm going to show you. So here's the first one. It is just a simple Hunter. I'm not sure the camera's picking up the color on this, but it's a really cool Carillion birch, I forget, handle. And it's just a pretty simple design. A little dust on it. But very typical. Not exactly the same kind of handle that I typically do, but I did want to make a very sleek handle on this one. So happy with that one. The last one is actually being glued up right now. So this one I'll show you maybe even in a clip at the end, if depending on when I tape this. After I just shape the handle, it will be done because the blade is fully done. So you guys might get to see that one. I didn't videotape the builds of these just because I was at the point where I just wanted to get them done and wanted to get them done quickly and didn't want the hassle of having to videotape it. So it is what it is, folks. So also for Blade Show, I'll be bringing a bunch of knives to sell. I'm also going to be making, and this is the next build video, is going to be, and these are all going to be stock removal. I've already profiled these. There's 6 of my Thresher hunting knives. 2 are going to be with Hamones. 2 are going to be stone-washed. And 2 are going to be Cerakoted. And they will have carbon fiber handles. So these will be like really cool blackout ones. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the others. So those I'll have for sale at the table, hopefully, when I get them all done. Some other things. My son, Parker, made this knife. He's still got to finish sanding the handle, so that's pretty cool. We're going to have that on the table. It does not have my maker's mark on it because I didn't make it, he did. But it's a pretty cool knife. Not sharpened yet, but it's got a hamon. Needs to be touched up a bit, but I think it's pretty good for a 16-year-old. Feels great. So that'll be for sale as well. And I'll have a bunch of other knives, including the Dagger, for sale at Blade Show. So come by. I'm at table 23O. So come and see me, even if you want to just come by and say hi. Thanks for joining me on this quick little Triple T, folks. Hope you got some enjoyment out of seeing the Dagger that never was and never will be. It was an interesting build. Of course, I wish it would have turned out. It would have made for a spectacular video. Maybe I'll do it someday in the future. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.